music on me.
Okay, okay. No pressure.
First time I played this jump, man. I've been watching this jump so much. Jump
With
really
15 minutes
fire.
of starting quarterback out, they're turning to a kid who's never taken a snap in college. Not one.
Look, their game plan isn't complicated. Drop back, scan the field, and throw it to Isaiah Street. That's what got them to the college football playoff, and that's what's going to keep them in this game.
Drop back, scan and throw. We're not sure the new kid can do any of these things. Don't you think that's a little harsh, Nate? 4 years ago, he was a 5-star recruit. They had high hopes for this dude.
Doesn't that say something right there? What happened to that trust?
Coach, you want to see me?
Come in. I want you to be the first to know that Marcus Washington, he committed last night. And he's coming here.
This jump really look fire.
That doesn't make any sense. You said I was going to be the starter. You promised me.
Thank you.
And I'm just as good as he is, too.
He's the #1 recruit in the country, son. There's no guarantees in college football. I'm sorry. Here are the transfer papers.
So I'm going just like that?
I assume that's what you
Not
want.
right now. I'm cooking right now. Plus, my uncle said he in a meeting right now. So whenever he get out the meeting, he gonna send me.
I'm not going anywhere. Bring him in. I'll win the job. You'll see.
Somebody calling me.
If you're the coach, how do you let 5-star talent waste away on the bench for this long?
Better question is, if you're a young 5-star recruit, why do you stay with a coach that doesn't play?
Because he's got something to prove. To who? To that coaching staff, man. I mean, the same group of guys who spent the last 4 years telling him, you're not good enough. He's got to prove it to those guys.
I think this.
Can I use your walkies?
All right, gentlemen. Business trip. We got a lot of work to do, so let's get to it. Oh, you ask me, you're the guy to get it done.
Come here. Let's see how I'm gonna make my man's, cause my man's got a big nose right now. You hear me? Like, I ain't going for that one. Yeah, light skin ain't gonna be light skin. Yeah, he like a monkey though. He like a monkey. Wow. Talk about like somebody's granddaddy. Nigga, turn back around. I don't know which one the best, man. Might have to just rock with this one. Why his nose so big? Thank you. Oh boy, I got no tape up. I'm raw with this one, man. Take the junk off my man. He said he don't want no mustache. Let's see. My boy finna have a unibrow. No, too big, boy. Oh no. Yo ass. But she trying to kill us in here, y'all. Boy from Mathis. Nah, he knows. I don't like his nose. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that boy looking elite now. Yeah, that boy looking elite now. He look like an old man.
You talking to people?
It was a team effort. I'm just blessed to get the opportunity. I couldn't have done it without my coaches. All week they put this game plan together and we just...
Look, guys, I just want to thank my O-line because they gave me the time to get those passes off, especially when I'm trying to go down.
Never forget your mom. Never forget your mom. Taking it to those fighting hurricanes tonight?
Yeah. Thanks, I guess. Actually, we're playing Miami.
Yeah. No, I knew that. It's a test. Guess who passed? You did.
Okay, cool. Thanks, man.
Bro, why my nigga look old, bro? He like an old man, bro. My man look like an old man, bro.
Game day, game day.
Whoa, 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 whoa. The event staff is around the corner, you see. Hey, babe, go on in there. This is for players and coaches only, you see.
I'm on Oregon.
What?
The Ducks, yeah.
You? Okay. What's your name?
Oh, come in here. I'm gonna FaceTime my aunt real quick.
Alright.
That's me.
That's you?
Yeah.
I don't know who you are, but, go ahead.
I'm the quarterback.
What?
Yeah.
Excuse me. You're the quarterback, right?
Yeah.
Don't look so surprised. It's my job to know the roster. I'm Taylor Bend. I'm working the sidelines tonight.
Okay, cool. Nice to meet you.
Do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
Okay.
Okay, I'm just gonna record them.
Okay.
All right. So, we all know your situation tonight, but we really don't know much about you as a quarterback. How would you describe your style of play?
Oh, well, man. Hey, what's up? I like to keep the defense guessing. If there's a lane, I'll find it and go.
Okay. Now, how about your personality? Or better yet, how would your teammates describe you?
How my teammates describe it.
Yeah, were you intense, cutthroat, a great leader, a jokester? Give me something.
I guess you could say I always stay engaged with my teammates. As we go about the week, I want to make sure everyone's prepared and ready to do their job when we come there for game day.
So a real team-first team player.
Yeah, sure, you can say that.
Yo, Taylor. Hey, can I borrow him for a second?
Oh, yeah.
Wait, hold up. You're a Heisman voter, right? Hey, I'm coming for that award next year. Look out for me.
Oh, I will.
Okay. All right, listen. You ready, right?
You ready, right?
Winning the national championship means everything to me. All right, I made a promise to my brother. And since I can't throw the ball to myself, we need to be on the same page, you feel me?
I got you. Got you.
fuck?
Easiest pitch and catch. And you do that tonight, we move on.
All right, I just talked to Coach. He insists on going with a simplified game plan for you tonight.
What do you think?
Well, his thinking is we keep it simple, you don't get overwhelmed, and then we rely on the defense to do their part.
Hey, hold on. This is a joke?
All right, look, Coach just wants to put him in the best position to succeed.
No, this ain't high school ball, man. All right, this is the semifinals. If we go out there and simplify, they're going to destroy us. Come on, this is crazy, right? Right?
Agreed.
Hey, chill out, chill out, chill out, chill out.
I'm ready for this.
I'm about to crank it up in a minute. I'm about to crank it up in a minute, best friend. Watch this.
Listen.
Got it, Coach.
Got it, Coach.
Yeah?
Hey, hit that like button, best friend. Yeah, go ahead and hit that guy and subscribe that guy. Yes, sir. Come here. Look, my best friend told me I'm boring.
It's been a wild one, and we are now down to 4 as EA Sports is proud to welcome you to AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Tonight it's the first of our college football playoff semifinal matchups, as we'll see the Miami Hurricanes taking on the Oregon Ducks.
What's up, bro?
Patrick
Good luck tonight.
Mahomes.
Thanks.
Hey, man, don't listen to the critics. You got all the talent in the world. Just go out there and put on a show.
But what my nigga got an egghead, bro?
All right, man. Hit me up when you get to the league.
Yeah.
I went to Oregon. I went to Oregon, the Ducks, the mighty Ducks.
Championship next Monday night in Santa Clara. We are underway from Arlington in the national playoff semifinal.
Oh, face mask.
The penalty flags come in right away, and we may have a face mask here right at the start. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Yes, sir, ski. Yeah, they Ducks.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs.
Why this shit though?
Offense, 1st and 10.
Why this shit though?
We
out of there. We out of there.
We'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards, the final tally. Well, that student section wasn't alive. They are alive and well now. That shot play woke them up. It is starting to get really, really loud in here as this offense is on the move here in the first quarter. They'll look to throw here.
Oh, bad pass.
Knocked away. It's incomplete. The Oregon Ducks looking for that elusive first national title. Of course, they've been in the National College Football Playoff before behind Marcus Mariota following the 2014 season. They beat Florida State that year before falling 42-20 in the championship game. Here now is 2nd and 10 again for the 41.
How that don't count?
He'll look to throw.
Oh, we gone.
Now they set up the screen. That's good play.
Come here, nigga.
Nice spin into some open field.
No, nigga.
He's out of bounds, but not before. He's inside the 30. 12 yards there and a first down.
But y'all see what's going on by your boy out here doing his thing, man. Yes, Sirski. Yes, Sirski. Yes, Sirski. Y'all see the play. Oh, I'm gone. I'm gone. Can't stop him.
Nothing open down.
Can't stop him.
He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football. But how about his use of legs as well?
Yes, Sirski.
Broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. That's the
get to the running back a little bit. Get to the running back a little
somebody other than Marcus Washington. And you talk about this quarterback change and the impact on this offense. Certainly it has a huge effect on these wide receivers. The good thing, though,
trying to flip that bitch. I couldn't flip it.
You've got reliability, one of the best receivers in
Run
the
that
country.
shit back, nigga.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
Oh yeah, bullet. I see you.
This will be caught at about the 5.
Oh, get in there.
Halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more Muscat back in this spot because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. But he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Touchdown. Oh, get out of there. Oh, these niggas just saggy. I'm not going for that shit. No. No. Oh, we out of here.
Look to throw. Being chased out left.
No, nigga.
They showed off the athletic juke.
Well, I gotta get a touchdown, my nigga.
There, not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to
skate flick it.
Out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first.
Yes, Sirski.
Zone for an Oregon touchdown.
Woohoo!
Touchdown.
Yes, Sirski.
This offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive.
Sirski.
Many would call that a gutsy decision here early on to go for it, 4th and goal. But there was no hesitation. Field goal unit never sniffed the field.
It was a message, and the message was, I trust you on offense. Go out and make this happen. Go ahead and pick it up. You know what else he said? I trust my defense as well. If they don't get it, I know you're going to hold them. So it's a message to your entire team that you believe in them.
Yes, Sirski.
Now after the touchdown, here's Oregon set to kick
Take
it
me,
off.
best friend.
That's fielded in the end zone. And
Text me, best friend.
This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
What? What you say down for? Yerp. What's up, my nigga?
1st and 10 for Miami.
What's up? Hey, yeah, I'm live on YouTube right now, you feel me? Hey, yeah.
But not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
On that Madden 20 shit.
17 yards and moves the sticks.
Hey, yeah, right now.
They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the Army, better give him a whole lot of credit. Thank him.
All right, bet it up.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns.
Best friend, boy. But you see me guarding him, best friend?
Cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his
trying to. Oh, he fumbled.
The ball comes out.
I don't know about you, but I can hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here.
But he fumbled. Man, that shit was lame as fuck.
No doubt about it. The ball goes over the sideline.
I need to get out that fucking phone. Oh, that's a pick.
Just hang on to the ball, man.
Now left side, the completion is tight end. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Tedrick Bauer, 43 yards. And his guys are an extra point.
But them niggas go, boy.
And that touchdown drive happened very, very quickly. You knew that they had the quick strike ability. They showed it.
And for a defense that understands that, it still drives them crazy when it actually happens to them. Fast and furious, they're game the points.
The extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7.
It's all good.
Each team's had it. Each team
It's
is
all
scored.
good.
7-7 here as the kicks away.
It's all good. Take off.
This field
Yes, sir.
2.
Oh, he gone.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
Nah, I'm finna get him gun. Gun. Yeah, gun.
Their next possession.
Oh, I'm gone. I'm gone. They can't stop him.
There gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Now that was
They
not a
can't
bad
stop
scramble
him.
there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable
I'm
second
gone.
and short.
Oh, shit.
And bulldozing his way through. And he'll be brought down. That's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Oh, my God.
So that flag will cost him 15.
Oh, my
Doesn't
God,
matter
bro.
anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of
Oh, he
it,
gone.
that's going to be 15
Touchdown.
yards.
Now it's
Touchdown.
1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal
Oh,
foul
come here.
yardage.
Come here. Touchdown.
Some space to operate.
Touchdown. Touchdown. Hey, do the twist. Hey, do the twist.
These guys have taken the lead. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run. Making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle. No running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
Who the fuck do you think? Who do you niggas think they playing with, bro? Who the fuck do you niggas think they playing with, bro?
Oregon set to kick it off.
He booted that bitch. Come here, nigga.
It's a short kick.
Come on,
taken
nigga.
to 15. And a nice
Come on,
return
nigga.
sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Hurricanes offense
Hit man, yeah, that's
and for
me.
them a touchdown their last go around. Obviously,
Come on,
they'll be hoping
nigga.
to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself,
No,
okay, what are
sir.
we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared
No,
for
sir.
wrinkles and counters because you know there are some adjustments.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Through one quarter, 14-7 our
Man,
score.
my sister.
With Charles
Golly.
Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's our visiting side with a football to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up.
Hit man, yeah, that's me. Oh, come here.
It's Larson. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. The Hurricanes, of course, a 3-time national champion back in the 80s, 83, 87, 89. They then added 2 more for good measure in 91 and 2001. But they haven't held that trophy since.
No,
Just a
sir,
1-yard gain on the
Steve.
play, and that'll be the call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play.
Oh my God.
But on that one,
oh, I shouldn't have touched that shit.
And now running right through it.
But I shouldn't have touched that shit.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Oregon offense set to begin their next possession. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
Oh, come on, stay up.
Yes, exactly.
Get up, get up.
Yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Good pass, boy.
Throw right side and complete.
Woo! Woo!
And out across midfield down to the 40.
Bacon niggas, boy.
Yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
Bacon niggas, boy.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty
Bacon and cheese sandwich, boy.
The big plays, let's face it.
Kill. Oh, he tried to come in.
Was the fist pump
oh, wrong,
from the
nigga.
sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. He'll get
Slow
five
down,
out of
nigga.
the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that
Oh,
than doing an incompletion, or even worse, an interception.
They'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time
Fuck, I had that shit.
you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run short gains, your risk reward of him taking hits.
I keep doing read option, bro. Stop doing read option.
That one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about
Sersky.
call this play, because you got to know, defenders, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. We have to think to this point in the semifinal matchup, you've got to be very impressed with the way that he's moved this offense. And they really have not missed a beat from the way that Marcus Washington led them during the regular season. If anything, actually, they might be moving the ball a little bit better. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not.
And he's into the end zone for an Oregon touchdown. Devin Keller with his second touchdown in his first half. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt.
Yeah, that's me.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Finna get off this shit.
Now after the touchdown, here's Oregon set to kick it off.
Why you been out returning that shit, boy?
That'll be taken in the end zone.
I was about to say.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Miami offense ready to go for their next possession. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive.
He had him beat.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
He had him beat, coach.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And now whistles and a
My
flag.
fault.
And
My
I think
fault.
we got a jump here.
My bad. My bad.
And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
My bad, my bad. I'm not paying attention. My bad.
And the ball moved up here now to 2nd and 7 following the penalty. Back to throw.
Oh.
Gregory. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get it up just
Light
short
the
of the
legs up,
45
boy.
at the 44. 16 yards, a first down.
I like how they worked the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit. And that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
First down now, but that clock rolling.
Yeah.
First down.
Yeah.
He's got his
Oh,
tight end.
that's dead.
Around, it's complete. And he goes
Yeah.
down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain of 32 that time. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more
I'm trying
like
to
that,
lick
they'll be right back in the
them.
game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
The Hurricanes now 1st and 10. From the gun, Gregory.
Yes, sir. Let's go.
36. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon. And guess what?
No Sirski.
Back now and get upfield, get after the quarterback.
No
Such
Sirski.
an impressive first half to get that lead. From the gun on 3rd down.
No Sirski.
A quick throw here, that's complete. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him
Oh,
short.
that nigga made it.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Oh, my God.
When you're trying to chip
Oh, we
away
gone.
the lead, but they do know
Oh, yeah. I see
they're
that.
going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
I see an opening. I'm finna launch this motherfucker. See if somebody
Likely
catch
time
it.
for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there.
Hey, kid. Just checking in with you. How do you feel about the first half?
That's how we play. Let's go.
We had a great first half. We keep doing what we're doing, we might win this thing.
There's a lot of we's in that sentence. It's a good thing to recognize your teammates. But you remember, you're leading the charge tonight, all right? So get out there and let's put this thing away. Second half. Let's go.
Hey.
Coach.
Really good job out there in the first half. I should have trusted you more. That's on me.
I'm over it. All that matters is the win.
Hold on.
All right. Can you handle it if I open up the playbook a little bit in the second half?
Let's do it.
Let's get him.
Thanks, Coach.
All right.
Yeah, I'm back at it. Yeah, I'm back at it.
The winner goes on, the loser goes home as we start the second half in this semifinal matchup from Arlington. It's a short kick, taking it to 15.
But where the hell you going, boy?
And he nearly broke that for more,
Where
but
you
as
going?
it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard
Where you going, boy?
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. On 1st and 10. Right side caught by Jackson.
Of course. Fuck.
There he goes, right side. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Benny Jackson, 63 yards. And his guys have made this a one-score game now. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Looking to throw. Gregory. And this one is caught. So they come up with a two-point conversion, and that makes this a one-point game now. Well, I guess the coach looked at the two-point cheat sheet and said, go for it, get it to a three-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a two-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Solid, good.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. You know, you think back to what kind of parallels you can draw for what this young quarterback is trying to do, trying to lead a team to a national championship with so little experience. And the one name that I come back to, Cardinal Jones at Ohio State back in the 2014 season. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Oregon. Quintez Anderson, 46 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And man, Charles, talk about zigging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
I ain't know he was going to catch
I'll
that.
guarantee you this, after that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
A stinger, but a touchdown. The point after is good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Hold on, bro. I'm eating and playing at the same time.
Now after the touchdown, here's Oregon set to kick it off. Gets fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Hurricanes offense set to begin their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know, they're ready. They want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. And that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Now here's a 1st and 10 for Miami. Back to throw. Gregory.
He out.
It's Larson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play. If you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here.
Use a tackle. Use a tackle.
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Sometimes your process get challenged. Sometimes you don't go up to they did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing
Damn, I wasn't paying
at the
attention.
outset of this drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 12 yards on that one, and earns him a fresh set of downs.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sends in the screen pass was available. Whenever you get a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. Past the 20. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave a great chase and got it done.
Still a great return.
That was a touchdown.
Touchdown, Oregon.
Defensively by now, you know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this game, we've already seen examples in this contest that he can run the football.
I think they're going to examine different ways to rush him now. Are they going to do it with different lanes? Are they going to use a spy? But they have to come up with options because right now, he's hurting them.
Now after the touchdown, here's Oregon set to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's the Miami offense ready to go for their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or do you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Just going to be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Gregory. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon looked like he had his hands on the for a moment, but let's face it, that's going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. He's going to float this one. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Nikhil Simmons, 59 yards. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This is taken at his 4. The offense for the Ducks set to take over for their next possession. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Buying time to his left. And he's taken down inside the 30. The escapability in evidence there. Is that one good for 15 and a first?
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. When prepping for this semifinal matchup, we went back and saw all the tape on Isaiah Streets throughout the year. And no matter who you talk with around the game, they say Isaiah Streets, what's so impressive, his route running ability. So much discipline, so much precision on the cuts. Not only that, but you sit down with him and you find out what an impressive young man he is. For the amount of talent that he has and all the stars and accolades by his name, incredibly grounded, just a remarkable young man. No problem there on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Oregon set to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Hurricanes now 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Gregory throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jackson. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the fourth quarter. Line of 10. Scrimmage the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Gregory. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. Back to throw. Gregory. Bringing it in. Jackson left side. And he lost the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Jermaine Joseph, 45 yards. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. Point after, up and good. And that will get them one closer. So following the touchdown, here's the Miami kick team to send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play. All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter if he needs to make those plays when the lanes go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Well, apart from Kyler Murray, not too many mobile QBs in this year's run. Scrambling there to get the first.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
And between the last two plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field. And he is into the end zone for an Oregon touchdown. It's that quarterback. A 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. Now after the touchdown, here's Oregon set to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Now here's a 1st and 10 for Miami. Operating from the gun, Gregory. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. The Ducks will come up now on a 1st and goal situation. Now it looks like he'll throw here. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. The quarterback run has eaten him up all game long, and there he goes again, this time into the end zone.
And what I like about what I'm seeing, absolutely running almost with impunity. He's not worried about his body. He's not worried about sliding. He's not worried about protecting himself. He's worried about getting yardage. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, you know what these blocking schemes are and finding ways to defeat them.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Come on, set, 50, plant. Man, that's trash. That's trash. Get it.
On 1st down, Gregory, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now you got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best.
The easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
You take it right on the 30. Slips past him.
Where'd he go?
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself. Now, that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a 1st down.
And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more.
1st down.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Looking to throw. Forced out to his left. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead. But I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes it's...
I'm really proud of you.
Thank you, sir.
That was a gutsy performance out there tonight. You took us to a national championship when nobody, and I mean nobody, expected you to. And for what it's worth, I'm really glad you stayed 4 years ago.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Yeah, baby, we going to the chip. Whew. One more game, baby.
We got this, man.
Oh, yeah. Football is my life, man. But you got to stay grounded in what's important. So I got a little surprise for you.
Isaiah!
Em, looking good, Emily. Oh, and I'm loving this hat.
Thank you.
Oh.
Absolutely. Is that magenta? Fuchsia? What color is that?
Okay. Hey, I bet he'd probably be good at off the board, huh?
Yeah.
Look, Emily has the best games.
Okay. If you had a unicorn, would you want its mane to be purple or pink?
Well?
Well, these are both tough, but good options. I'm gonna do pink, no question. Definitely pink.
Pink, no question. No, look. You see, look, you don't pick from the options given. All right, the game is in the name. Off the board. Now it's clicking. Okay, look, if I had a unicorn, I'd have a mane that matches its horn. Silver.
I'd go with onyx.
Onyx. Okay. I told you, she's a pro.
Hey, how are you? Todd Atwood. I'm Emily's dad.
Hi.
Can I talk to you for a second? She's too shy to ask, but Emily wanted to know if you could do something for her in the national championship game.
Yeah, of course. Anything.
She wanted you to throw 3 touchdowns.
3? I thought I said 4.
4 touchdowns.
Oh. Is that okay? Well, 4 touchdowns is a lot.
Yeah, but how can you turn down this face? Look at that.
But I'll see what I can do.
Yes!
Don't worry. He'll do it.
Thank you. Thank you very much. It's great to see you again.
It's nice to meet you, Emily.
You too.
All right.
We're days away from the national championship game, and there is one big question on everyone's mind. Can lightning strike twice? Last week, we saw a quarterback with no game day experience lead his team to victory in the college football playoff semifinal. Kyle, is this kid good enough to win a championship?
Not at all.
No, that's it. But hold on. I don't think he has to be. And let me tell you what I mean. There is so much talent on that team on both sides of the ball. Manage the game. Don't make the big mistake. I think they have a real shot. I do.
Kyle, we don't like managers of the game here at the table. Very boring, just like your shirt. I feel you, but I disagree. The team has a ton of talent, but they're going to need this dude to make some plays. They're not going to win if they hand the ball off 50 times.
You two be nice. You, Peter Schrager, do you think he'll rise to the challenge?
I do, as long as the pressure doesn't get to him.
Yeah, for real. And he's about to feel that pressure. Listen, there's a lot of weight on this dude's shoulders right now. He wins this game, he punches his ticket to the NFL. He loses, and we'll see, I guess.
And then if you're a coach, how do you handle this? What do you say to a kid that has so much to lose on that field?
Hey, can I talk to you a minute?
Yeah, sure, Coach.
You know, I know it's hard to shut out all the noise. It's a lot of pressure. The only thing that we can control is what's right in front of us. And what's right in front of us is a game of football. Same rules as always. So you gotta take a step back. All right? You gotta breathe it in. You find a way to appreciate this moment, this time with your teammates, take in the crowd. Man, you do that, and everything gets real quiet. All right, so breathe. Take it in. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about.
I got you, Coach. Yeah, thanks.
Good.
Yeah, yeah.
We crown a champion tonight here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara for the College Football Playoff National Championship game, as we'll see the LSU Tigers taking on the Oregon Ducks. One game to decide it all. It's the College Football Playoff National Championship, and off we go from Levi's Stadium. This is fielded at the goal line. He'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10, Oregon. He'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. All told, they get 13 yards on that play.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Back to throw here. Dancing to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. To throw is Thomas. Off play action. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. The Tigers of LSU looking for their 4th title in school history. They were champs way back in 1958 and twice in this century so far, 2003 and 2007. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Now Thomas off the play fake. And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Oregon offense set to begin their next possession. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows a coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Being chased out left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now, remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on fourth. They're going to try a second time. He'll let it go deep for Streets. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. And predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And that will force a turnover on downs. Here's Thomas. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brendan, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. And that's twice now already in this first quarter that he's been able to knock the ball away.
They're going to need that from him and plenty more if they want to slow down this passing game. Thus far, though, he's been a ball magnet.
That'll bring up fourth. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on third down, but looked like those teams were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it, stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. And what a big-time play there. 56 yards. If you were with us for the semifinal, we told the story. I mean, this is a quarterback who was heavily recruited out of high school for you. And he will score. Touchdown, Ducks. Quintez Anderson, a 16-yard touchdown. And his guys have taken the lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Extra point up and through, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Oregon set to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been. And he's the LSU offense about set to begin their next possession. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
That means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that. Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Looking to throw on second down. Thomas. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the hometown guys with a football here to begin this second quarter of play. As they've got it with a first and he will score. Touchdown Ducks. Quintez Anderson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Now after the touchdown, here's Oregon set to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense for LSU back out there, ready to go. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. Never make the mistake of the slot receivers.
Now the ball comes loose. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they're able to retain possession.
This time, good ball security and a good result. 1st and 10. 1st and 10, LSU. Thomas now, operating from the gun. And now a fumble. The ball's out. It's going the other way. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you hope is that you figure out and you see and get it.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Oregon. Quintez Anderson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Well, there was a little extra pressure with that one because it was 3rd down. He didn't care. He snagged it with one hand like it was routine.
The key is to make a play in a tough situation. Doesn't matter how. And in this case, one-handed gets it done. Terrific play for us to watch.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The LSU offense about set to begin their next possession. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And now he'll tuck it and run. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 36 yards on the play.
Well, to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those. And he will score. Touchdown, Ducks. Quintez Anderson on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion.